Ever since I was a kid, the Bugatti Chiron was my ultimate dream car. Every glossy photo of that beast, every video of its thunderous roar, every glimpse of its sleek design, it all lived rent-free in my mind. After years of grinding, working double shifts, and turning side hustles into businesses, I finally did it. I bought it. My own Bugatti Chiron. Black with electric blue highlights. An engineering masterpiece sitting in my garage. The day I brought it home, I couldn't stop smiling. Even the neighbors peeked out to see it. Some smiled, some gave me that jealous side eye. And then there were the Karen sisters, Amanda and Chloe. Two women who had somehow made entitlement into a full-time job. They lived 2 houses down, always poking into other people's business like it was their sworn duty, HOA complaints, noise accusations, even calling the cops on someone's barbecue. Classic Karens. As I parked the Chiron in my driveway and began snapping photos for Instagram, I noticed Amanda walking her ugly little Pomeranian past my house, squinting at my car like it was offending her eyeballs. "Oh wow," she muttered, loud enough for me to hear. "Must be rented." Chloe wasn't far behind, sipping her iced mocha like a queen surveying her kingdom. "It's probably a kit car," she laughed. "No way he can afford that." I ignored them. Let people say what they want. I had the pink slip. The next morning, I went out to clean my car, just to make sure not a single speck of dust marred its perfection, and my heart dropped. Someone had keyed it. Deep scratches along the passenger side like jagged scars across a masterpiece. On the windshield, in bright pink lipstick, were the words, "Too loud, too much, get lost." I froze. Who would? But then out of the corner of my eye, I saw it, security cam footage from my Ring doorbell. The two sisters giggling, one holding lipstick, the other dragging her dog along as they strutted away like they just performed a public service. That was it. They crossed the line. It wasn't just vandalism. It was war. And I don't lose wars, especially not over my Bugatti. If they wanted to play games, I had one in mind. And it was about to be brutal. After watching the security footage at least 10 times, I felt my blood boil with every replay. The Karen sisters weren't even trying to hide it. They vandalized my $3 million Bugatti Chiron like it was some junkyard ride and then walked off like it was funny. But here's the thing, I don't do revenge halfway. I do it Bugatti style, fast, calculated, and impossible to forget. First, I filed a police report and submitted the video as evidence. But I knew the legal process would take time. And honestly, it wouldn't hit where it hurt. What I needed was a statement, a loud one. So the next morning, I called my buddy Rico, who runs a custom car shop. "I want the loudest custom exhaust system you can legally install," I told him. "And I want it now." 3 hours later, my Bugatti purred like a panther. Correction, it roared like a monster. I tested it at home, just revving lightly in my driveway. The sound echoed down the whole block. Curtains flew open. Dogs barked. But that wasn't even the best part. I waited until 6 a.m. the next morning, just when Amanda and Chloe usually slept in. I rolled the Chiron out slowly, positioned it right outside their house, and let it sit in neutral. Then I revved it. Once. Twice. By the third time, Amanda came storming out in a robe, hair in chaos, holding a mug that read, "World's Best Sister." The irony. "Are you insane? It's 6 in the morning," she shrieked. I smiled, rolled down the window, and said calmly, "Oh, I thought you liked this car. Just giving you a chance to admire it." Chloe joined the party in her slippers, arms crossed. "You're harassing us." I laughed. No, no, no. This is my morning routine. Helps the engine stay healthy." They started yelling again, threatening HOA complaints, lawsuits, and some nonsense about disturbing the peace. I didn't care. My Chiron was legally parked on a public street, and my revs were within noise limits, barely. But I wasn't done yet. That same day, I hired a mobile LED billboard truck. You know, the ones that drive around showing ads. I had it display a looping video of the Karen sisters vandalizing my car, with big bold captions. Neighborhood warning. These two keyed a $3 million supercar. It drove around the neighborhood for 6 hours. By sundown, the entire street was talking. Some neighbors even came by to apologize for the sisters' behavior. Others just shook their heads in disbelief. The Karens wanted attention. They got it. And I wasn't even finished yet. The neighborhood was buzzing. Everyone had seen the LED truck, and the crystal-clear video of Amanda and Chloe in action. For once, the Karens weren't on the offensive. They were cornered, and their perfect image was cracking like glass under pressure. But that wasn't enough. They needed to feel the consequences, the kind they couldn't gossip their way out of. So I made a few more moves. First, I posted the footage on every local Facebook group and Nextdoor thread. The caption read, "Two entitled sisters destroyed my Bugatti Chiron because it was too loud and flashy. This is what they think of other people's hard work." It went viral in less than 48 hours. Comments poured in. People were tagging friends, sharing it like wildfire. Then came the twist. Chloe worked as a part-time yoga instructor at a boutique studio downtown. Guess who got flooded with one-star reviews overnight? Her classes started emptying out within a week. Amanda, on the other hand, ran a pet grooming service from home. And suddenly, nobody wanted their dogs within 10 feet of her scissors. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is personal. You're damn right it is. But the final blow came courtesy of a little something I like to call Operation Flex. I organized a local charity car meet in our own neighborhood. Invites were sent to every luxury car owner I knew, and I know a lot. Ferraris, Lambos, McLarens. And of course, the guest of honor, my freshly repaired Bugatti Chiron, looking even sleeker after a ceramic coat treatment. We parked all the cars in front of my house and on the surrounding streets. DJ booth? Check. Food trucks? Absolutely. News coverage? You bet. And who had the perfect front row seat to all of this? The Karen sisters. Amanda tried to call the cops about a disturbance, but the police were already there. I had filed permits and cleared everything with the city. 100% legit. As I took the mic and revved the Chiron once more for the crowd, I looked directly at their house and said, "Some people say this car is too loud. But I say, it's not loud enough until justice is served." The crowd erupted in cheers. Amanda and Chloe peeked through their blinds, faces pale, reputation shattered. I didn't key their cars. I didn't touch their property. I didn't even yell. But I made sure the whole city knew exactly who they were. And that was way worse. A week passed since the charity car meet, and the Karen sisters had gone full ghost mode. No dog walks. No passive-aggressive lawn staring. Not even a screech from Chloe's usual Monday yoga Zoom calls. It was like they'd packed their drama and buried it under a rock. But I wasn't celebrating yet. Because justice isn't just about embarrassment, it's about accountability. And that's when the doorbell rang. 2 uniformed officers stood outside. "Mr. Daniels," one of them asked. "That's me. We have an update regarding your vandalism report. We served the warrant this morning." They handed me a printed photo. Amanda in cuffs, standing outside her house, mascara streaked, yelling at the sky. Chloe wasn't arrested yet, but she had been officially charged with property damage. Both were being sued in small claims court. And thanks to the video evidence, it wasn't even going to be a fair fight. I nodded, keeping my cool. But inside? Oh, I was revving. Later that evening, I took the Bugatti out for a night cruise. The Chiron glided through the city like royalty. Red lights turned green like magic. Pedestrians stopped to snap pics. Every tunnel turned into a concert hall for the engine's roar. But as I drove past our neighborhood on the way home, I saw them. Amanda, sitting on her front porch, alone. No Chloe. Just her and her sad little dog, staring at the pavement like it had betrayed her. For a second, I thought about stopping. About saying something smug. But I didn't. I just let the Bugatti idle for a moment. Then I tapped the throttle, just enough for the engine to growl one last time. Amanda looked up. Our eyes met. No words. Just a shared memory. One of a war she started, and lost. The next morning, a moving truck pulled up to their house. Within hours, boxes were stacked, furniture was loaded, and the "for sale" sign was hammered into the ground. By sunset, the Karen sisters were gone. Gone from the block. Gone from the community. Gone from my life. I pulled the Chiron into the driveway, stepped out, and looked at it, not just as a car, but as a symbol. They tried to ruin what I built. Instead, they exposed who they really were. And in the end, all I had to do was let the truth, and the horsepower, speak for itself. Some battles are fought with fists. Mine was fought with 4 turbochargers and 1,500 horsepower. And I didn't just win. I drove over the finish line. If you think they went way too far, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more insane revenge stories, because this isn't over yet.